is late breaking news from Eyewitness News 5.
And right now, an update to late breaking news of that high-speed chase. We have some live pictures that we want to show you right now.
That's right. Sky 5 is over the scene. Right now, the most recent address we had was Northeast 150th and Post. And take a look at this car. We understand speeds during this chase have gone up to 100 miles per hour. You can see there's a police officer behind this car. If I am correct, that looks like that's a BMW four-door vehicle involved in this chase. We've had reports of people being run off the road. Coming to an intersection, obviously not abiding by any of the laws there to stop, obviously.
Just blowing right through that four-way stop, and you can see people kind of pulling over there, so this is certainly a safety issue for people on the roads. We're working to find exactly what road they're on right this second, but again, it started in Edmond, heading southbound right now, and there is law enforcement right on its tail, and we're working the phones right now to find out exactly why all of this started, why this person took off in the first place.
And you can tell now we're at Northeast 63rd and Hiawassee. And, you know, Jessica, as he gets to the intersections, he or she who is ever behind the wheel, obviously slowing down a little bit. The cops can get a little bit closer, but then taking right back off again. And you have to wonder how long they'll let this go on, because it's got to be a safety concern for the people on the road. As you see cars pulling over as he's going right through intersections, not paying any attention.
And we're hearing that this started, I believe, within the past 10-15 minutes or so. Again, in Edmond, speeds going past 100 miles per hour. And we're going to stay with this as Sky 5 is following this, going along as police and troopers continue to follow this car as well. Coming up on someone right there, and just look at this. Just blowing right past them.
And you know they've got to be communicating with other law enforcement agencies, hopefully trying to get ahead of this person so that they can either put stop sticks in the road, get another agency involved, do some kind of a maneuver. Here we are now at another intersection, person now making a right-hand turn, just barely missing that truck. Did you see that? Now the cops obviously able to get a little bit closer because there was a little bit of change in speed there, but the car then takes right back off again.
And certainly putting people's lives in danger at this point. Let's go live to Jay Beaucamp, our photojournalist, who's up in the chopper right now. Jay, do you know what road they just turned onto?
That's what we're trying to figure out right now, Jessica. It's a little hectic up here right now. I can tell you they were doing some high speeds, over 80 miles an hour. And you saw as they made that turn back there, I don't know if he clipped that truck back there or not, but they barely cleared it right now.
Hey, Jay, I just heard that they're going westbound on 63rd right now, and you're right. When we saw them make that turn, it was awfully close to that truck. Sky 5 following along. Jay, are you seeing any other police officers or troopers in the area besides that one that's been trailing it?
Jessica, all we see right now is that one trooper that you can see is right behind him. Is not really catching up. I don't know if they're trying to see if this guy can get away a little. I'm sorry. Hold on. It's getting a little busy.
Yeah, so then we're listening to photojournalist Jay Beaucamp there. Again, this car now heading westbound on 63rd.
Doesn't go down any farther.
Coming to another intersection, Jay, there, and as we're watching, the car obviously not stopping, just keeping going. And this is now, you know, a serious, and has been a serious risk for the people that are out there driving right now. You're watching traffic coming the other way, having to pull over, slow down. This car has narrowly missed at least one car that we watched just back there.
And we believe that that is a trooper that's following along this car. What we're hearing is that they are planning on putting stop sticks down. So you got to know that they have law enforcement in front of this somewhere, hoping that this car will cross the paths of those stop sticks to bring this high-speed chase to an end.
And you know, as we watch that car make that right-hand turn, as law enforcement, troopers, and police are trying to figure out where this person may go, of course, that right-hand turn may have been a plan that they didn't see, that the guy was going to turn right. Maybe they thought he was going to keep on heading straight. And again, we're watching here this car. This is a BMW white four-door car. Don't know if this is a stolen car. We know this chase started in Edmond, headed south. We're now going westbound on 63rd as we're watching cars in that other direction having to pull over to stay out of the way of this car.
And you could see just moments ago as Sky 5 was zooming in closer, the windows look like they're tinted pretty dark. You can't tell if there's anyone else inside that car besides the driver. But as we can see, we have police on their tail, troopers on their tail, and hoping to get those stop sticks down. so that this driver will run across them. Once again, just passing cars left and right here, and cars coming the other direction, coming off, pulling over. And you do have to wonder, you know, in these situations, what the high-speed chase policy is for these troopers, what, you know, they're going to continue to plan to do, because certainly this is a dangerous situation for the drivers who are on the road right now. And slowing down, coming off.
All right, let's see what's going to happen here.
It looked like the driver just decided to slow down and give it up. And police, troopers there, police that is, guns drawn right now.
Looks like there's just one person. Maybe there could be somebody in the back, but there's one person.
They're reaching over.
Put their hands up in the air.
Okay, getting out of the car right now. Got the hands up in the air.
One white male down on the ground. All right, and there's some backup there coming to help right now. And basically, like Jessica just said there, it looked like the driver just decided at one point to pull over and slow down. Who knows why at this particular point after leading police on dozens of miles worth of chase. Jay, photojournalist Jay Beaucamp is live in Sky 5. Jay, what's your perspective?
Well, as you can tell, that when they pulled over there, they had a car in front of him, which caused him to slow down. I guess he figured he'd had enough, and he pulled right over there off the side of the road. And as you can tell, they got him out of the car, and he is on the ground, and not going to endanger anybody else's lives.
Yeah, they look like they've got them in cuffs there. We've got several law enforcement on the scene, and we're still working on finding out exactly how all of this started, why it started, why this person took off in the first place. And thankfully, from what we've seen so far, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt throughout this high-speed chase, although there were some close calls.
Yeah, narrowly missing a car as he turned right onto 63rd there, and obviously right now cops, police, law enforcement have him in handcuffs. Obviously now we know no one else appeared to be in that car. It was just the driver, and probably going to try to figure out if this car was stolen, why this person chose to run from police, what did they have, what was their reason of why they kept police on dozens of miles worth of a high-speed chase, and like Jessica said, narrowly missing several cars that we watched, putting a lot of drivers in danger. Now we've got troopers on the scene as well.
So you have police and troopers there. That chase, I believe it went on for about 20 minutes or so, and they're picking this guy up and they're going to haul him away and find out more details, patting him down right now, I'm sure, making sure that he doesn't have any weapons or anything like that on him.
Right, trying to figure out exactly. I mean, they've got to assess their risk right now, because why would someone drive up to speeds of what reports were of 100 miles per hour, running people off of the road? What would be the reason one would do that? And like Jessica said, they're patting him down, making sure he doesn't have anything dangerous on him, wearing a collared shirt, khaki pants, pretty well-dressed, I guess you could say, for some of the folks that we do see.
And this is off of 63rd. This is the road that is off of. And we're showing you some video from earlier of when this car was traveling over 100 miles per hour, Sky 5 on its trail. And you can see as it's passing, some cars pulling off to the side, just trying to stay safe there.
And with the speeds going as fast as our producer's telling us, up to 100 miles per hour. And it got to this area here where the driver decided to slow down, but it was just so close. We started to get to an area where there were more and more cars, and it was just going to be even more dangerous. And if this thing could not have ended any more peacefully, I mean, pretty much a picture-perfect ending to what you want to see happen here. The person comes out of the car without trouble, and they get him down, handcuffed, and are going to now take him down to the jail.
And the plan had been to throw some stop sticks down, but as you saw, they didn't need to do that because they just pulled over. And certainly this is causing a traffic situation there along 63rd. Some of the cars having to go off on the side of the road just to get through that area as police and troopers detain this person, take this person into custody. Looks like they're checking out that car right now, and I believe the vehicle that has the driver in it is still there on the scene, and they have not hauled that person off just yet. You can see as they're zooming in, that person's still in the back seat of that police car.